Hey guys, it's Mykia and welcome back to my channel. Today is Monday, so y'all already know what's up. It's Millennial Homeowner Mondays, and that is where every other Monday I post a video on millennial home ownership and first-time home buying. Just a little disclaimer, I am not a real estate agent, I'm not a loan officer, I am not nothing. I'm just a regular girl, 24 years old, who purchased her first home and it worked out for me, so I'm just, trying to get y'all some free game. I wish somebody gave me this free game like I'm about to spit on y'all, okay? Because I knew that I needed to save money before purchasing a home or before even thinking about purchasing a home. But I didn't know specifically what I was saving for. Like, what things were I going to have to pay for out of pocket? I had no clue. So, off the top, there are 5 things that you need to know that you should be saving for before thinking about purchasing your home. So we're going to start with number 1. And number 1 is your earnest money deposit. An earnest money deposit is just kind of like a security deposit saying that you are serious about purchasing your property. And actually for each one of these things, I'll put the definition on the screen. So number 1 is your earnest money deposit. So after you have went through the whole home buying search, you found your perfect home, you've put a contract on your home, and your seller has sent you back a ratified contract. When you sign and send that contract back, you have to send an earnest money deposit. And your earnest money deposit is simply just a security deposit saying that I am serious about purchasing this home. I'm serious about moving forward in this closing process. And like, I'm serious about this. So that the seller knows that they won't pass up on any other offers if you're not serious. So your earnest money deposit just kind of holds your space and just lets them know that this person is serious and they actually want to move forward and they're not going to BS us. So number 1 is your earnest money deposit. When you're looking at homes, you can start to ask your real estate agent, approximately how much would the earnest money deposit be, on this home, and, extra agent questions like that. But I'm just giving you the basics. Earnest money deposit, you definitely going to need some money for. After your earnest money deposit and after you send your ratified contract back in, you then want to get a home inspection. So number 2 is going to be home inspection. You have to save for your home inspection. In Maryland, the home inspections are approximately about $400, $450 to get done. A home inspection is not mandatory. It's not required anything, but I definitely would recommend getting a home inspection. A home inspection is pretty much just you hiring someone, a licensed trained professional, to come in and inspect the home for termites, for electrical issues, for water issues, for any possible issue that could come up. You want them to test your HVAC system. You want them to just test everything so you know the facts beforehand. Kind of like when you're buying a car and you want to know the car facts. You want to look at the rundown. You want a report of what's going on with this car beforehand. It's the same thing with houses. You want just a breakdown of what you're looking at and what could possibly happen in the near future if you purchase this home. Like I said, home inspections are mandatory, but that is a good $450 well spent because you want to know what's going on with your home. So number 2 is home inspection. Number 3 is appraisal. You want to save for your appraisal. An appraisal is pretty much you paying your lender to send their appraiser, which is a licensed trained professional that comes out and appraises and observes the home and lets you know how much this home is worth. You are paying your lender so that they can come out and see if they should really approve you for this loan of this amount. Is this property that we're giving you this amount of money for worth it? Appraisals can range between $400 to $600 depending on the home price, the home size. But you do want to have a solid $400 to $500 saved separately for the appraisal. Number 4, your down payment. This one, number 4, is a little tricky because not everyone has to pay a down payment. Your down payment all depends on what type of loan you do. They have all different types of loans out there. They have FHA loans, they have VA loans for like military, they have conventional loans, they have ARM loans. It's all different types of loans. And your down payment, I could say with doing a conventional loan that is not 100% financing, you will have to pay a down payment. And your down payment can range between 3 to 5% of your purchase price. So however much your home costs, that drives your down payment and the percentage that you have to pay up front. You want to save for your down payment if you plan on putting down a down payment. Myself personally, I'll talk about this deeper in another video, but I did decide to go ahead and put down a down payment versus doing a 100% finance loan. And that's because I've researched and researched and researched. But we'll talk about that. That will be my next video. What type of loan should you do, or the difference between the loans. But as far as down payment, you want to save for your down payment. If your home is going for $200,000 and you have like a 3% down payment, your down payment will probably be about $3,000 to $4,000. So you could just get online and do the calculations of the home price, but your down payment will be a few $1,000s depending on your purchase price. So number 4 was down payment. And last but not least, number 5, your closing costs. You want to save for your closing costs because closing costs can be expensive. And just like number 4, number 5 is situational because it just depends on who your seller is, and that will depend on your closing costs. Your closing costs is what you pay when you get to the table at closing. On your closing day, when you about to get them keys, your closing costs is what you would hand over to the seller to pay for everything. Your closing costs includes like your title company, which is the person who writes up your title and your deed. It includes the seller. It sometimes includes your real estate agent, the listing agent. They will give you a breakdown of everything, your mortgage payment, everything beforehand. But your closing costs is something that you want to save for just in case you have to pay closing costs. Certain sellers, if you're buying from like a private seller and they really want to get rid of the property, they may say we'll cover the closing costs, just so you can like go with the deal, or you know, feel a little bit more secure. But if you're purchasing like a foreclosure like I did, which is a home that is owned by a bank, they're probably not going to give you any closing help. So you're going to be paying the closing costs out of pocket. And your closing costs can be very, very, very costly. It just depends on, like I said, the state, the title company, the title insurance. It just depends. So yeah, you want to save a good pretty penny for your closing costs, at least a few $1,000s. Overall, I know that was a lot of information. I know that you are probably confused. I tried to explain it the best way I could. We're just going to recap real fast. Number 1, you need to be saving for your earnest money deposit. Your earnest money deposit can range from like $1,000 to $4,000, $5,000, just depending on your purchase price. Number 2, you want to save for your home inspection. And your home inspection in the state of Maryland runs about $400 to $500. Number 3, you want to save for your appraisal. And in the state of Maryland, an appraisal runs between maybe like $400 and $500. Number 4, you want to save for your down payment if you're going to be putting down a down payment. And that just ranges depending on the home cost, but you can look that up, or you can ask your realtor. And number 5, your closing costs. Your closing costs can range, just depends on the title company and depends on just your whole situation. It's like situation specific, but those are the 5 things that you need to know, that you need to start saving for. I know that sounds like a lot of money, but when you actually in it and you are preparing beforehand, it's not a lot, because you are going to already be ready for these things when they are thrown at you. And that's exactly what I want to do with these videos. I want to help y'all just get ready, okay? Get ready for this roller coaster ride that y'all about to go on and y'all home ownership journey. I hope this video helped you, and I hope you guys understood, and I hope I broke it down enough. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. And until next time, guys, peace.